Good morning, or good night, good evening, wherever you are in this world. I am trusting that you're having a great day. It is a blessing to be alive today. Not a lot of people made it this far, so we're giving thanks. Now, yesterday, something kind of reinforced something to me. It is very important for us to not try to do life alone. And I'm gonna share an experience yesterday that kind of opened my eyes, and it was so priceless because money could not replace what was done yesterday. At church yesterday, my son fell ill. From in the morning, he had some signs of bowel movement, diarrhea. But I was watching him because I was thinking it probably was just something in his system coming out. Now, when we were at church, right before the sermon and they left to go to Sunday school outside, he came inside back, put his head on my lap, and I had my notebook and everything ready for start take notes at church. And by the time I could be putting the stuff in the bag, he started vomiting right there in the church. And then me always sit down up front, so right up front right there, so him start vomit. So I grabbed him up quickly and was heading out towards the back. Him start vomit right there again. I managed to get him outside and him start vomit outside again. And in that second now, him knees them gave way and him just dropped down. And me I tell you, listen, me always hear say dead weight heavy. Me never know say a true until yesterday. I could have barely lift him up, and he's somebody who me that carry on my back sometimes, or me lift them up and them jump up on my back and carry on. The child was so heavy, and because me did so stress out and everything and just overwhelmed and everything, water started coming at my eyes and I was about to cry. But before a teardrop fell, a church sister came out there to me. And I hold him up on one side, she hold him up on another side, and we were trying to get him to the bathroom. And before we reached the bathroom, I'm telling you, the amount of people I see rush to the little boy's aid. People come with alcohol, people are come with hand towel, people are come with smelling salt, people are come with scandal bag. Another lady I try hold him up, man, and the lady I rub him down and I pray and something. Cause the little boy weak, and I say him can't stand up, so we put him to sit down and we are try to do what we can. So I had to rush him off to the doctor, cause with Wagwan I know people are dead, even the little boy at Monroe, I know the parents, and those things in your head, and you know what happened with dengue and everything. Them something they just are playing on me head and me just feel stressed. And each time a tear was coming and that weakness was coming, I had somebody there. Somebody was there. Even the vomit in the church, a church sister went in there and cleaned it up for me. And when I'm reflecting, when everything, because me just did I go through the motions, so I rush him off. Well, I had to call the other one out of Sunday school. And we rush, and a church sister came with me to the doctor yesterday. God, may I tell you, say, you see, when you have a church family, I'm telling you, serious Christian people, a church sister came with me and she did the doctor's office. And another one wanted to come in, and me I said, all right, hold on, no have to come. And she was there with me the entire time and hold up the little boy, because the boy was lifeless, and she just rubbed down the little boy and tears are coming in her eyes, and we are trying to me I say, Johnny, wake up, you have to stay conscious, and me are looking at him eyes to make sure say him alright. It was just something going through all of that because they were there supporting me. That kind of gave me some strength. And we got doctor and him lifeless, so me I go to the receptionist and me I say, listen, I have an emergency case, can I see somebody else? One of the doctors, she say, have appointment and he's not seen. Me I tell you how this world set up. They say the doctor have appointments and he's not seen anybody. So can you imagine if you're carrying somebody who are dead? Anyway, fortunately another doctor was available, but they were seeing somebody else. So we sit down and I wait, and me I fan him because we in the AC, but it was very hot. Then him say him start feel dizzy, and then me see him body a drop down. So me go up to the lady and me I say, Miss, me need to see somebody now. The child is there, and I'm very sure the people them won't have a problem. And I saw me have to start talk loud and go on. And the nurse and up open the door and I explain, say, Miss, we can only see one person at a time. And me I say, yes, Miss, but I'm very sure the lady will not have a problem because my child out there saw faint. And that is how he went in and them check him and so on. And then we had to be watching him and them give me stuff for rehydrating and stuff. Apparently he had a bug in his system, so when I brought him home eventually I had to be watching him. But listen, you see, this life, do not try to live it alone. It is gonna be hard, it's gonna kill you. Because me I say, if I did not have the support around me, probably me would have knock out and I cry and stress and don't know how to deal with this trauma and so on. And because I had those group of people, and even those because them couldn't really disturb church a lot too. So a lot of people didn't physically come to support, but they realized that I had enough help. But then in the evening, I get too much calls and too much text messages who not check up on their son or their grandson. How is my baby doing? The support I got from the church yesterday, man, is priceless. It's priceless. And I'm just saying this because it was a humbling experience for me, that ensure that you're in the right places, building the right relationships. That is priceless. No money could not replace what happened. When me see the lady going to the church go clean up the little boy vomit, me I said that to me is out of love. It didn't matter whose child it was, the amount of people who came to the little boy's aid. And I'm just saying this, find a community of people. And you know, I was reflecting on the Elijah story with the widow with the jug of oil. You understand? She was in a very bad situation, and Elijah told her to find everybody you can find and get containers from them, bucket, bath, pan, everything. And she went out and got those from the people and fill it up with oil, and that is how she was able to live. And this for me is like that group of community that you can go to that will support you regardless of what. Nobody now look down upon you, oh she, them going like that. It was not like that. Everybody came, everybody played their role. He's doing well now. He went to school this morning, fortunately. And it was just a humbling experience for me yesterday. And I'm just saying thanks, if I have not officially said thanks to some of you who assisted or who were checking, because even my phone died. So a lot of people much missed calls was coming in and stuff. It was just something for me to share with somebody today. Don't try to do life alone. Do not try to do life alone. Find that community of people who will hold you up in your weakness, those weak moments, because life is a cycle. You're gonna be on the mountaintop sometimes, but trust me, you will also be in the valley sometimes, and sometimes you're in the valley longer than you're on the mountaintop. So it is very important for you to have that group of people that when you go through your valley, when you go through lowless, when you're broken, when you're financially troubled, and you go through the valley moment, sickness. Some people are go through sickness how long? And you're going through the valley, and if it were not for that community of people who are bring you hope, you say, hold on man, you're not going through this alone, I am by your side, stay strong. Even my high school teacher, the Monroe guy and boy, I texted my teacher and me couldn't tell him anything because I don't know what to say in a situation like that. All I can say to him is, Mr. D'Souza, we are here for you, stay strong. That's all. And we are praying in the background. But in situations, just the fact that people know that there's a community of people around them, it makes life so much easier and better. So just find a community of people that you know will cushion you in this life, because this life is rough. May I tell you, and I don't know why hear half of the some things them when me go through sometimes. And if it were not for the church family, especially because I'm not from Old Harbour, but that is where I live. If it were not for the church family sometimes, I don't know how I would cope. So just find that community, especially people who have faith and hope, trusting in that God. You know, just go mix up with anybody. You have to find people who have vision, have a hope, when no one think say life I go better off. You're gonna have a bright future. Those are the people who think positively. Those are the set of people you need to be around. And trust me, it will make your life much, much more livable in this dark world that we are in. So just be encouraged and blessed today, and just find your community of people. Find your cheerleaders. You need to find your cheerleaders.